Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kyle Clark.
I'm Alexandra Lewis. There's this new push in the state legislature to pass a bill meant to make ride shares like Uber and Lyft safer.
Democratic Governor Jared Polis vetoed a similar bill last year. A scaled-back version passed out of committee this week. 9 News reporter Colton Chavez spoke with the sponsor, who believes it will become law this time around.
Yeah, Kyle, this is personal for Democratic State Representative Jenny Wilford out of North Glen. She says she was sexually assaulted in a rideshare in 2024, and she hopes these new regulations will prevent that from happening to other people. A state representative is doubling down on rideshare safety in Colorado.
My personal experience has shaped every piece of this bill.
The bill's primary sponsor, Jenny Wilford, says she was sexually assaulted by a man pretending to be a Lyft driver in February of 2024. Prosecutors say they were using someone else's account and was never authorized to be behind the wheel.
It's difficult to ignore a state lawmaker when they're bringing legislation to demand change, to demand safety.
Last year, Democratic Governor Jared Polis vetoed a similar bill. Wilford said the governor had concerns over mandatory audio and video recording language and a total ban on food and drinks.
We're not moving goods when, people are using this app like we are moving human beings.
This version makes compromises, allowing factory-sealed food and drinks and making audio and video recordings optional for both the rider and the driver.
The bill that is in front of the legislature this session is the product of, well over a year's worth of stakeholder conversations and negotiations with everybody involved.
House Bill 1424 would still require background checks on drivers twice a year, and for the first time, require Uber and Lyft to publicly report how many sexual assaults, physical assaults, and deaths happen on their platforms.
The public has a right to know.
After fighting this battle once before, Wilford believes she now has the support she needs.
I'm confident that the governor will sign the bill.
So when the governor vetoed last year's bill, he argued that the legislation could have led to rideshare companies leaving the state. Now, in a statement, the governor's office told us they're actually encouraged by the progress made since last year. Colton Chavez.
We were treated to a really nice sunset tonight. It comes after a week of cooler conditions with the rain in the metro area. That was great. Snow in the high country. The good news is the warmer, drier weather is settling in just in time for our weekend. Let's check in with our friend, 9 News meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen. We love a good weekend.
We love it when the weekend's nice and then we get a rain chance during the weekday, and that's going to happen again. Our next storm system's coming in on Monday night, so yeah, fabulous weekend in store for us. This is a live picture across the Denver metro area right now. Temperatures still hanging in there on the mild side, but it's going to be another chilly night across the state. Really, all the temperatures are slightly cooler than normal. We even have some freeze watches or some freeze warnings and some frost advisories for parts of the state, not including the Front Range. Temperatures in the afternoon tomorrow going to reach into the 70s, so likely a good 10 degrees warmer than it was today, and it'll come with quite a bit of sunshine tomorrow. Sunny in the morning on Sunday. Clouds will return in the afternoon. There's just enough moisture in the air to get an evening sprinkle, but really the rain chances don't start to go up again until we get to Monday afternoon. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday looks like potential for some rain in the Denver area. I'll detail that coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Corey. So Golden is the latest city on the Front Range to implement water restrictions. A stage 1 drought response, as they call it, took effect today.
With that comes questions about how limits apply to some of the biggest water users. 9 News reporter Rhea Jaw joins us from Golden after learning more about that today. Rhea.
Yeah, especially with all these drought conditions going on around us, it's easy to look at a park or a golf course and wonder, are they following the same rules? And city officials and people that run the golf courses here in Golden said they are.
Today, May 1st, was the city manager stage 1 drought order.
It's the latest city in Colorado to implement drought restrictions. Brian Tracy with City of Golden Public Works says people want to know if everyone is cutting back.
We do get a lot of questions from residents and businesses, saying, you're asking us to do these things, and what are you doing in response?
What about the places that use a lot of water? parks, golf courses, sports fields.
We're asking everybody across all use classes, so residential and commercial, to reduce watering from 3 days a week to 2 days a week.
Everyone is being asked to carry their weight.
15% reduction in outdoor water use this year. Maybe let areas go dormant altogether and or die off in certain spots in favor of watering high-value public spaces like the park we're in now.
People drive by golf courses and they see green grass and like, oh, they're just watering like crazy.
Aaron Fankhauser is the director of agronomy at Rolling Hills Golf Course. He says just because it's green doesn't mean it's extreme.
And this year alone, we're not watering probably 25 or 30% of the normal areas that we would. We are actively converting about 20 acres of area to native or mulch areas that don't need the same water requirements that we did in the past.
The drought restrictions apply to them, same as everyone else. In a year like this,
and this is historic.
It's everyone working to make do.
How do we use that the best we possibly can to make sure that our resources are going the right way?
Like many other places, the city of Golden is issuing fines for people that violate these drought restrictions, and that goes for households, business properties, and commercial properties all the same. Reporting live in Golden, Ria Jha, 9 News.
We're being asked to be smart about water use during this drought, so we did some digging when a viewer tipped us off about sprinklers running for hours in the median on South Broadway. So this is what it looked like yesterday, or I'm sorry, this was last Saturday, right? Water pouring into the street for hours. After asking around, we finally got some answers from the local maintenance board. They told us an outside contractor was getting the irrigation system up and down Broadway prepped for the year when a valve got stuck. They say the issue has since been fixed and should not happen again. The board told us the sprinklers have not actually been activated yet. Denver Water recommends waiting until mid to late May for that.
There are new rideshare scooters in Denver. A company called Vio started rolling them out today. Earlier this week, City Council approved a 3-year contract with Vio to replace the scooters and the e-bikes that were previously put around the city by Bird and Lime. The process was delayed a couple of times. City Council members at first couldn't see the contract, didn't have enough time to read it, they said. Well, it's done now. The mayor celebrated the rollout today, arguing that if nothing else, we'll see less clutter because Vio has technology that requires their scooters to stay downtown and be dropped off in certain locations. And there's another safety function designed to protect riders as well as people walking on the sidewalks.
We have technology on these that will now make it possible for you to be notified and stopped if ever you're on a sidewalk so they know you cannot ride in that location.
Vio says it'll have a free ride transition window for people who are currently on Bird and Lime's low-income rider discount program, and they'll be able to keep riding at a discount with Vio by confirming their status when they scan a scooter or bike. They'll have 10 days to upload documentation proving that they are eligible.
Close to 200 people showed up at Denver's court today thinking they had court dates, and they didn't. They got that text message we warned you about last night. It was a fake court order saying they didn't pay a ticket. It listed an address for Denver's traffic court, and the link in the QR code went to a website that said the fine was $6. The people who sent it are hoping people enter their payment information so they can have a field day with that. They also hope the threat of court on the official-looking document was enough for people to click the link and pay money. But a lot of people took the time to go to court today. There were so many that the guards here actually put a sign out warning about the scam.
Some lady stopped me and told me, hey, they're having a scam, but still, we want to do our diligence and still make sure that I'm following up to see if I have a ticket or not.
Take a big pause, read it thoroughly, ask a friend about it. That's what these criminals want. They want to catch you off guard when you're busy, you have a lot of things to do, and you just want to check this box. Don't do that. Just take time and look at it. Nothing is so important that you have to make a decision right away.
So if you did click and put your card information in, you want to call your credit card company right away, maybe even consider freezing your credit.
Douglas County Pridefest is returning this year. Organizers say they didn't have it last year because there were leadership changes within their group. The event initially made headlines in 2022 when a performer's costume slipped and it revealed a plastic chest plate during a drag show. There's some people who got big mad about that. Republican County Commissioner tried to get the event banned from county property but was unsuccessful. In 2023, someone vandalized the property hours before the Pride Fest, and then dozens of protesters swarmed a family-friendly drag show and refused to leave for 40 minutes. The president of Pride Fest says that community reaction is why they decided to return.
It's important that we have this presence, that we show all the support that's out there so that people realize they are supported and that the county is changing with respect to that and is being more open and visibly open to being a welcoming county.
This year, the event will take place May 17th at Salisbury Park. Organizers say there are a number of security measures in place to keep people safe.